This video will show members of StudentSpokes how they can create their own prize applications so they can help their children or other students learn in a fun and independent way using StudentSpokes. After signing in, I have clicked on my name, selected my member dashboard, and then I selected the button labeled StudentSpokes Admin, which is where I will now begin. The button labeled My Applications will only be there if you are a verified member. Verified members receive a number of perks in StudentSpokes, including being able to create their own prize applications. It costs $3 per month to be verified, and you can become verified by clicking on the Member Plan button on your member dashboard. Otherwise, you will be limited to the applications that others at the national, state, county, or city have created, and where you have selected them as your default city or county. However, the only students that will be able to use the applications you create are the students you have added. So, let's create a new application. On this screen, you will only see the applications you have created for your students. I will click on the Add New Application. The first thing I need to do is enter a name for my application. Do not add the phrase about prizes. Just enter a short descriptive word or two for its name. The next step is critical. You need to select the template that matches your information and how it will be tested. If your data is a one-to-one relationship like a state and capital, or a Spanish word for an English word, select either template A or B. The difference between template A and template B is whether you want to divide your information into chapters or just have one large group of information. If you have one large group, you will be learning and testing with all information. But if you divide your information into chapters, you can learn and test on each chapter, or a chapter range. Templates C and D are for information that is not one-to-one, like a state to a capital, or capital to a state, but rather, it is a multiple-choice question where the student must select the best choice. Again, the difference between templates C and D is if you want to break your information into chapters for more focused learning. I will elaborate a little more about selecting the correct template on the next screen. Here you can see how the difference in the kind of information you want your child to learn should determine the template type. In the first example on the upper left, I selected template A from the drop-down box, so I can enter a question and an answer. Your student can learn by selecting the answer to the question, or by selecting the question to the answer, as in states and capital cities, or vice versa. In the second example on the lower right, I selected template C where I have to create the question, followed by the correct answer and then up to 4 incorrect answers. This learning will only be one way. Question to the answer. If you only want to enter 3 incorrect answers, enter an asterisk in the 4th incorrect answer field to make it inactive. Also, if you want to use true or false answers, enter the correct word, either true or false in the correct answer field, and the other word in the wrong answer number 1 field. And then put asterisks in the other 3 wrong answer fields. That concludes our discussion of how a StudentSpokes member can provide an incredibly fun, yet very positive learning experience for their children and their students.